is Step 1 with Freddie Wilson. Welcome to another episode of Step 1. I'm Freddie Wilson. As you may have noticed, this episode's coming out on a Monday night instead of our usual Thursday morning. That is because I was supposed to release this episode last Thursday, but Eugene, Oregon, where I live, we got hit with an ice storm. It was something, needless to say. I lost my internet connection last Wednesday. It didn't get back up until yesterday, so I was able to watch yesterday's football games here, but I had to go to a sports bar to watch the Packers. We'll talk more about that next time, though. So I couldn't upload the show. However, I really did want to release this episode because we did make a great show. I got my sister Molly Wilson joined the show. I also did a preview of the NFL divisional round of the playoffs with my friend Dylan Carr. I understand the divisional round already happened. We recorded this last Monday, and Dylan really wants the interview to air. So we're going to run it. I know it's outdated, but you can watch it, make fun of my terrible predictions. It will be fun regardless, but yes, it is outdated. We're still going to do a show this week as well, normal time, but I thought I would release this episode to the great people of Step 1 Nation because you deserve it. All right, let's ride. Okay, today we welcome on a very special guest. Like they say in Fast and Furious, it's all about the family. So here is my sister and my future brolo, George. How's it going?
Hello.
Hi, guys.
All right, you're not a sports fan. Neither of you really are. So I actually have a question.
Follows some sports.
I do have a question, though. What's the weirdest thing you've seen me or sports fans do? Like, I want to explain myself.
Jumping through tables, Buffalo Bills.
I can't say I've done that.
But I know sports fans do it.
Yeah, they do jump for tables. I saw a video today of a Bills fan jump through a table that was on fire.
What about you, George?
That's weird. I can't top that.
I win.
You know what the Bills fans also do?
What?
Apparently, it's a tradition at a Bills pregame tailgate. They get bowling balls, and then they fill up the finger holes with like vodka or some other hard liquor, and they take shots out of bowling balls.
There you go.
So Buffalo Bills fans fascinate me. And now they have something to root for once. Because for many years, the Bills were a depressing franchise.
And now they're good.
Well, they still haven't won a Super Bowl yet.
Wow.
Josh Allen is a noble player. Big fan of Josh Allen on the show.
Big fan of Josh Allen's wife.
Girlfriend, wife.
Oh, are they not married?
I have no idea. I know over the summer, like the big paparazzi news story was Josh Allen made out of his girlfriend. That was what they could get out of him. Someone on a boat came by while he was on vacation and nagged a pic.
Well,
that's dedication to get on a boat just for the pic. Too much work. Too much work.
They made love.
Too much work, in my opinion. It's one thing to stalk someone, but to get on a boat to stalk someone, not for me.
Not for me either.
Mm-mm.
Also, I get seasick.
Jesus.
So there's that issue too. But yeah, I know you guys aren't sports fans, but I think it's safe to say we are expecting a child in June. It's going to be a girl. We're really excited.
You're pregnant?
No. A little backstory. When Molly told me she was pregnant, I didn't believe her.
I know. I was there. Actually.
It was at 5 a.m. I just gotten back from Oregon. And Molly's, I never met you, George, until then. That was our first time meeting. And Molly's like, Frey, got some exciting news. You're going to be an uncle. I'm pregnant. And I'm like, no, you're not.
Yep.
And also, I butchered the gender reveal. But hey, I kept my secret.
How'd you butcher it?
Oh, because I didn't know you were baking a cake. So I saw the oven light was on. So I'm like, oh, did someone leave the oven on? That's not good. So I thought I would make sure in case, maybe Dad was baking something for some reason at 10 o'clock at night. And then I see this pink cake. I'm like, oh, shit, it's a girl. I wasn't supposed to find that out.
There you go.
Kept the secret.
George mentioned one big sports thing going on right now.
Russell Wilson. All this tea about Russell Wilson this week.
Yeah. We've ripped on the Broncos a lot on this podcast.
Oh, really? Are we anti Russell Wilson?
Well, I'm not anti Russell Wilson. I just like
Are
I
you
always
anti Sean
find it.
Payton?
I'm not anti Broncos. I just like they sucked so much of the season, and I thought they were a joke. And then they started playing well, and
And
then I
then they
kind of had to
benched
change
him.
the narrative. And now they're back to being the Broncos. But it was just like this upward swing where like they were awful, and then they beat the Packers, and I'm like, oh, this might be bad.
Wait, did you hear about how they made Russell Wilson sign away his injury guarantee?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I don't know.
I
The
feel like that
Broncos are a
doesn't happen,
mess.
but that doesn't happen very often, does it?
Usually not. No,
Do you know
I
about
don't know.
this?
They peaked with Tebow. I know they technically won a Super Bowl with Peyton Manning, but they peaked with Tebow.
Fascinating.
Tebow
statement.
was a time to be alive. You know, I met Tebow at the Heisman.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that picture.
I think I mentioned it. He is the nicest guy you will ever meet.
There you
Like
go.
he has a way. I feel like I've talked about him on the show, but I'll say it again. He has a way of like making sure everyone he meets is the most important person in that moment.
That's so kind.
So he's like
He
looks
is
you
really-
dead in the eyes, like make sure he learns your name. He's like, Freddie, good to meet you. He liked my bow tie. He was a little bummed it was for the Ducks. I think he was hoping I was a Gators fan.
Mm.
But no, cool guy. Really cool meeting him. You know, I did go to a Heisman ceremony, so I got to meet some cool people.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, tried to steal the Heisman to give it to Bo Nix, but they told me I had to give it back.
Oh,
I know Jane deserved a win. It was good for him. It would have been cool if an Oregon Duck had won it when I was there. Just the idea of it, like he could have won it. He was there. But yeah. Anyways, back to your child. I've already bought a Packers onesies.
we got them.
I'm
going
to be the cool uncle. I'm committed to making your child a Packers fan and a Ducks fan too. Well, because I have a fear. I already know if I ever have kids, they're not going to be a Packers fan because they're going to resent me and therefore not root for the Packers.
I hope that's not the case.
Well, I mean, it's just like a natural thing. Like as a kid, like you kind of like go against what your parents want.
Yeah, maybe.
Kids are rebels.
Yeah.
So if I'm the cool uncle, they'll want to be a Packers fan.
Yeah, there you go.
And then every family get together, we can discuss football. You know, because in 5 years, Jordan Love is going to be like an MVP caliber candidate every single year because that's how the Packers roll.
So that's how the Packers roll.
Fred,
That
can you give us a sports update?
Sports update. Well, it's Sunday, New Year's Eve. Eagles just lost to the Cardinals. That's a big one.
Whoa, Eagles are good. That's a surprise.
Eagles. Well, I have a fear about the Eagles actually about why this skid has been happening.
Why?
Well, ever since their security guard, Big Dom, as they call him, he's no longer allowed on the sideline until the end of the season because he punched an opposing player. What? He was just standing up for his guys. Big Dom puts into work. But
you think that's why the team?
They've won one game since that.
Sure, but you think that's what's caused
that? I mean, so I think I did mention this. I reached out to a friend of mine. Molly knows him. You know my friend Dan Levy. He was our camp counselor. So when I found out about Big Dom, Dan Levy works for the Eagles. And I'm like, hey, like, do you know Big Dom by chance? Like, what's he like? He's like, yeah, he's a great guy. Really important for the team. And apparently Big Dom wanted nothing to do with this. He like wants to be as low profile as he can possibly be. He didn't want anyone knowing who he was because he is the head of security. But apparently everyone knows who he is now.
Gotcha. Okay, what other sports news?
Other sports news. Packers play tonight. Vikes. We're going to beat the Vikings. I'm already calling it.
What's the spread?
I don't know what the spread is. I don't bet. Sports betting is not for the only sports bet I was gonna do this season was the Iowa Hawkeyes, where I would take the under for every single game they played, and I didn't do that.
Would you consider that a parlay?
You would probably have to parlay it, but I don't. Again, I don't really bet. We watched. We had
like 3 words about sports betting.
I can't name another one.
And she thinks that it's really cool that she knows them. So whenever anything related to sports comes up, she feels the need to bring up sports betting.
Do you know what a parlay is, out of curiosity?
Yeah, it's a multi-part bet. It's like, I think the Eagles will lose and then the Cardinals will win.
So we actually had a friend of ours, a friend of my roommates, come up for a weekend, and he thought like it'd be fun. He does a little sports betting, so we made a parlay. Where the first part of parlay was, we went to the Ducks game. He bet on our running back, Bucky Irving, to have more than 98 yards. So
Mm.
this guy gets to like 100 yards. The
Which
game.
friend is this?
This is a friend you don't know him, but this is Logan's friend, or my roommate Logan's buddy.
Okay.
So this guy like puts in a bet. It's not a huge bet, by the way. So it was the Bucky Irving yards, and then he had two bets going on Sunday for the NFL. So
Mhm.
Bucky gets 100 yards, and then the game's pretty much over. We're up by 40. But he runs the ball one more time, loses 7 yards. And then they bench him because the game's over. They want to keep him healthy because it was garbage time. So he ends with like 95 yards or something. So the parlay's already over because he ran the ball one more time and
Damn.
lost 7 yards.
That's brutal.
That's
Nah,
horrible.
But no, Bucky had a great season. Hopefully, I don't know if he's come back next year. I can't remember if he's a senior, but future's looking bright for the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Big Ten will be a challenge, but I think there's some cool opportunities.
No, I'm getting
It's
credit
on
card
the
fraud text.
screen.
You're getting credit card texts.
He's got a report of credit card fraud. Just ignore him.
Is it an actual fraud or is it a scam?
What do you think, George? Actual fraud or scam?
Well, I responded to this before. Chase fraud.
It's fraud. I mean, I get those texts all the time.
Identity theft is not a joke.
Millions of families suffer every year.
Hmm.
I see you guys watch The Office.
Yeah.
You use my Peacock. I see what you guys watch.
We are so blessed by all of your subscriptions.
Yeah, and you gotta start paying me for all my subscriptions.
They are an annual gift.
They are an annual gift. Do you use all of them? Because I have all of them.
Hulu, Peacock, and Netflix are the only current ones.
Well, Netflix is mom and dad's. I don't like the new Netflix thing where like they're cutting down on people sharing passwords.
I don't know what I'm doing right, but it has not yet affected me.
Well, it works on my phone. It just doesn't work on my TV.
Hmm.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But it is football season, so I've been a little bit busy watching that.
Yeah.
And yeah, Ducks play tomorrow too. Big game.
Hmm.
We gotta beat Liberty University. We don't like Liberty University on the show.
Why is that?
Well, a few reasons. A, we're the enemy for this one game. B, they teach some things at Liberty that I don't necessarily approve of.
What did they teach?
It's a very conservative college.
Gotcha.
And also, it's in the middle of nowhere in Virginia.
Gotcha.
I don't know if you've ever been down to Lynchburg, Virginia by chance.
George, what's the update on your credit card?
I have credit card fraud.
Wait, what did the person try to buy?
I don't know. They went to a store called Super America.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's an interesting store.
Will you let them keep using it?
Wait, how much did they spend?
It didn't tell me, but I'm right now trying to check which card it was on.
Super America?
Money bags over here. Several cards.
Of Super America? What do you think they
No,
sell
we
at
have to
Super
check-
America?
I've never heard of Super America.
I know. I wonder what they sell.
Why don't we Google it?
Let's take a look. Hold on. Now I'm seeing Super America.
My Chase debit account.
Super America.
What was that, George?
It came from my Chase.
Okay, Super America is a chain. That's underwhelming. It's
What is
a
it?
chain of gasoline stations and convenience stores, or was a chain of gasoline stations. It no longer exists, so that's definitely fraud.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah, it was primarily in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and South Dakota.
Look up Super America fraud.
Yeah, they were owned by Marathon Petroleum. They were a gas station store.
Mm-hmm.
Gas station stores are fun. You meet some cool people there. Have
Very
you ever, for work, we don't need to get into what I do, but let's just say for work, I once had to go to like some of these places at like 3 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's where you meet the characters.
Do your fans not know what you do for work?
They know I have a job. They just
Okay.
assume that this is my job.
Gotcha.
Yeah, 'cause, I'm raking into big bucks with, my 10 views an episode.
Only gonna go up.
Hey, maybe this will be the episode that we get more than like 20 views.
Maybe.
Maybe. You never know.
Someone could call it your big break.
It is possible. I mean, this is the one of the few episodes that isn't sports centered.
Sorry, excuse me.
I mean, obviously, we don't always talk about sports. We talk about Taylor Swift, of course. Which, by the way,
What's new in T Swizzle universe?
not a whole lot. Just the whole Kelsey thing. I don't know. T Swift peaked at like 1989. You haven't listened to anything since. Which
To me, she peaked
Freddie.
at red.
Freddie,
I disagree.
Did Taylor Swift make Travis Kelsey famous, or did Travis Kelsey make Taylor Swift famous?
They were already both famous, and then they just merged with two companies.
I'll say I didn't know who Kelsey was until Taylor Swift.
A lot of Taylor Swift fans had never heard of Travis
And
Kelsey.
I bet there were very few Travis Kelsey fans who hadn't heard of Taylor Swift.
I think they just merged the two companies.
What position does Travis Kelsey play?
He's a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Is he any good?
He's very good.
Yeah, do you have him on any of your fantasy teams?
No, I do not have. I only have one fantasy team. My team sucked. The little big Freds were not cut out this year.
Are you out? Are you out?
Oh, I never made the playoffs.
Are playoffs over?
Yeah, our season ended. Unfortunately, I didn't win.
Wow.
Actually, a friend of a show did win. Eli Hearn won the show. He's been on the show before. So congratulations to Eli Hearn, friend of the show.
Congratulations to Dylan Carr.
Yeah,
You know that we're currently watching The League?
It's one of my favorite shows.
We're currently watching it.
And so, George, you're gonna play fantasy football next year as a result of it, right? Because that's what got me into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
George
I don't have a
played
league.
before,
I don't know
right?
who. Yeah, I do, but I don't have a league. I don't know who I'd play with.
Just got to find a squad.
It's true.
Yeah, I found a league. Got the boys. We got an awesome trophy.
What's the trophy?
It's a Knights helmet.
Right.
That's
we bought
cool.
it out. We bought it at a roller coaster gift shop.
Which gift shop?
The Excalibur roller coaster at Funtown Splashtown, USA in Saco, Maine.
There we go.
Yep. Remember when we used to do that at the Excalibur Challenge at camp?
Yeah.
Which would get us in
Do you want to
trouble every
explain
single year.
that for the fans?
Yes, you get 4 people in a cart on the ride. During the duration of the ride, it's a roller coaster, keep in mind. Everyone takes off their shirt, fast into the next person, and then you repeat it until everyone has their shirt back. And you try to do that before the ride ends, and the person running the ride notices.
See, that is not the version of it that I know. I just know of it as 2 people who swap.
Oh, they swap. Oh, I mean, you can do it like that as well. Again, it is borderline reckless and dangerous, but it's really funny. Except, we got in trouble a couple times because someone got caught.
Couple times.
They weren't cut out for the Excalibur Challenge.
Nope. George got a new haircut.
Very nice.
You want to see it?
You want to go for the bald? Very nice. Again, just
You
got.
know who did it?
Who did it, Molly? You cut hair now?
Uh-huh.
Her second time.
Not to hate on mom. You're already better than mom.
The first time I used scissors, and why don't you pull up the picture?
I mean, first of all, buzzer's way easier.
It should be, I was living in Jupe, so it should be fall 22.
It's really specific that you remember that.
Fall of 22. All right.
So like over a year ago.
No, I feel like it was winter of 22.
No, I was in Jupe.
You didn't know we'd shiver in winter of 2022.
I hope we did.
I hope we did. We did.
Did you? No, you meant
Yeah.
didn't you mean in summer of 21?
Look at these two.
Yes, that's our other sister. That's our other sister who totally watches
Wait,
every episode of a show.
Oh, winter 22, I guess.
You know him?
I do, yeah. They're welcome on the show whenever they want.
You're right. We knew each other winter.
Oh my God!
We
send
knew
in
each
this
other
episode.
fall 22
Yes.
into winter 22, 23.
Yes. Because yes,
George is pulling up the photo.
I don't know if you invented a timeline that you told people.
No, we didn't invent it.
You didn't invent a fake timeline?
No.
I don't know. Whenever I go on dating apps, whenever someone writes together we could come up with a fake story of how we met, I always reply, we met at spin class. I just want someone to go and on that lie with me that we met at a spin class.
This is the
I want that to be my elaborate lie. We met at a spin
How are
class.
the dating apps doing?
How are dating apps going? They're going great.
Yeah.
I finally removed the slightly inaccurate picture of me.
The one of you in the tent.
Yeah, the one where I don't look jacked. I was jacked at the time.
Took out the inaccurate photo. Have you taken a hit to the number of chats you're getting?
No, because that photo was the thirst trap.
So, but wouldn't that have caused a hit?
It
Your-
did, but then it would be disappointing when they realize I'm about 40 pounds heavier and don't look like
You want to
that
give
anymore.
your fans and George some recap on this photo?
I'll post it on the Instagram.
Okay.
I will post on the
Do you want to
Instagram.
explain it to George?
Yeah, I took a picture of me like in a tent, like my buddy.
It's a really cool photo.
This was on a gap
Mhm.
year photo. It was a really cool photo. It's like overlooking the river, and I'm just like chill like this, and I'm shirtless, and you can just see my back, and I look shredded.
Not
Which-
hairy at all.
My back isn't hairy for the
Yeah.
record, but also
Show
like
the fans.
I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it with this video. We're gonna figure out how
No,
to do
show
that.
show the fans you're
mean-
not hairy
yeah.
back.
Oh well, not right now.
No.
I'm not Bert Kreischer. I don't do my podcast shirtless.
Here you go.
It's something exhausting. I don't think I could do that. How he does it, just casual, just stand comedy shirtless.
That does sound exhausting.
I could do stand-up comedy shirtless for your fans.
What is this? OnlyFans?
Is this where I announce my monthly subscription?
How much is it?
$13.99. I'm discounting it this
bargain.
week. This week only.
With
do
code
you-
step
do
one
you-
with Big Fred.
do you give a discount per month if you bundle it for like 6 months?
You have to bundle 6 months and a private show.
And that gets to like $10.99 a month?
I was doing 11, but I like the
What about with
$10.99.
code step one with Big Fred?
Yeah, if you have the special code step 1 with Big Fred, you
You
get
have
a
to-
discount.
You have to add me up. Yeah, we don't do OnlyFans. However, I had this idea. If I ever win my fantasy football trophy again, I want to do what I like to call OnlyFreds, where it's just pictures of me wearing a helmet. So because like when I won the trophy, OnlyFans
Are you wearing
didn't
just a
exist.
helmet?
Possibly. We haven't decided.
Prepare the chicken for the night.
Now,
Very
actually,
good.
when I called up Eli to like congratulate him on the big win, I actually like gave him a ton of ideas of what to do
Really?
with the helmet. Like he lives in New York City. Like, what if you like do this whole thing where you give it a New York City tag? Like you go on the carousel at
That's
Central
funny.
Park. You like take it on a carriage ride. Like you take it to a pizza place.
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Just give it all the New York City hits. I know you're from New York, so like, do you have any New York pizza Rex? We love New York pizza on the show.
I'm from Long Island, but
Long
the
Island
pizza-
pizza, is that differ than like Manhattan or Brooklyn pizza, or is it pretty much
pretty
the same?
similar. Pretty similar. The bagels are better on Long Island though.
Bagels are better, even better than New
Mhm.
Jersey.
Even better than New Jersey. All these
Really?
New Jersey claim that they have better bagels. They're not the worst. We're the worst place in the world. Therefore, we have the best bagels. That's the way it works.
Wait, you're saying Long Island's worse than Staten Island?
Absolutely.
Have you been to Staten Island?
I have been to Staten Island. At least Staten Island has like a reputation. Ours is just bad.
Staten Island has a pretty bad reputation.
Fair.
They have a massive deer problem too.
Who does Long Island?
Staten Island?
Wait, so does Long Island, dude.
Yeah, but Long Island's a much bigger area.
That's true. You're right.
Staten Island has like too big of a population of deer.
That's so true.
Fred, what you been cooking these days?
What-
Other than the
cooking-
weed brownies.
Other than the wheat brownies, yeah, I don't do edibles anymore. But I made
And why
a,
don't you do edibles anymore?
that's a story that I don't know if the fans want to hear.
I want to hear it. Wait, can I
Let's
hear
just
the
say,
story?
let's just say I took a little too much and I had to call a buddy who's now my current roommate. He wasn't my roommate at the time, and I begged him to come over and sleep over on my couch.
What were you worried was going to happen if you did?
Oh, I thought my
smoke?
bed was gonna eat me. But
How
like
much did you take?
25 milligrams. But like the
That's
thing
a
is like
lot.
I
That's a
know
lot,
I was.
lot.
Well, I also like Googled ways to get on high, and I like call him up, and I'm like, I'm like, yo, man, like I showered, I sniffed pepper, I brushed my teeth, none of it worked. He's like, you just said you sniffed pepper. I'm like, yeah, that's what the website said to do, to sniff pepper. I kind of snorted it by accident.
Imagine the person writing that website's blog. You're just writing like bullshit so people sniff pepper.
Wait, Big Fred, what have you been cooking lately?
I made a Sunday sauce. I'm making a baked ziti tonight.
Baked.
I know I'm
What
not
goes
Italian.
into that sauce?
Oh, it's just a marinara sauce.
Is it from a jar?
No, I thought it would go homemade.
Like crushed tomatoes and all?
Well, not fresh tomatoes, canned tomatoes, but like I still assembled it all. Like
So
I didn't I bought like
ziti-
I bought canned tomatoes, but fresh basil, onions, some garlic.
And you just boiled it all?
Here's
Pretty much,
amazing.
yeah.
How
I
long
get-
will it last you?
Well, I mean, the baked ziti. I don't know if anyone comes over tonight. I don't know.
Is there anyone coming over?
Probably not.
So then how many will it last you till Wednesday?
We'll see. I don't know. It's a baked ziti. We got garlic bread too.
What was the sauce last week?
I made jambalaya last week.
Ooh.
How was Mom and Dad's visit?
It was a lot of fun. We went to Portland. We went to the
They
Arboretum.
just leave.
No, they left
No.
few
The day
days
we
ago.
left.
Yeah, I was gonna say goodbye to them one more time while I was at work, but then I got a call saying I had to drive 2.5 hours to the coast.
Wait, what did you guys do together?
We went to Portland.
Why?
Because I had the day off from work.
What'd you do in Portland?
We went to the Arboretum. We got some noodles. Frank's Noodle House is going to sponsor his show, obviously.
Really?
It's not a paid sponsorship. I'm just a fan. No one sponsors this show. I have fake sponsors though.
Such as?
Well, the one Mother doesn't approve of is Magnum condoms.
Okay.
That's going to get cut, by the way. I came up with a joke before I ever started the show to see if it was any good. I made an audio recording on my phone of like what an episode of a show could look like, minus the interviews, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I like
Is
sent
this
it.
show all interview?
No, I do my own monologue. I assumed you watch every episode in preparation for your interview.
No.
I'll be honest, I have watched your show, but I only watched this part.
You only watch the
Same.
interviews?
I only watched the interviews. I watched you interview this guy who had like boxers and a jacket and tie on.
Oh, that was Feltzy. A reoccurring guest, by the way. Told him before I had done anything. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about starting a sports podcast. It's like, you got a name? And I'm
Right.
like, no, that's step one. Actually, come up with a name. He's like, that's the name of the show right there. Step one with Freddie
Step one.
Wilson. I know, right? Again, the helmet idea, I really like it. If I ever win a
Have you
trophy
ever
again.
won the league?
Yeah, I did. 2019.
Slay.
It was a great day.
Pink
Wait,
shit.
who was on your team that year?
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, he's so good.
He's very good. Or pro Lamar Jackson podcast.
Who else
Dude,
is on your
I
team?
cannot believe he's not on the Vikings anymore. Can we talk
He was
about
never
that?
on the Vikings.
I'm sorry, the Ravens. The Ravens.
He's still on the
Ravens.
Ravens.
Wait, no, I was thinking purple. The Ravens.
He's still on the Ravens.
No, he's not.
George the
You're thinking of
He's
Joe
on the-
Flacco.
No, dude. Wait,
Lamar,
who am I thinking of? Oh, no, wait, sorry. I was thinking of the Vikings, and I was thinking of Teddy Bridgewater. That's what I was
okay, that is at least you're kind of close. Another Louisville quarterback.
thinking. That's true. Teddy Bridgewater's
did-
not on the Vikings anymore,
Yeah, he's been on the Vikings for quite some time.
but he's not there anymore.
Yeah, I know. He wasn't that good.
He was so good, dude. He was like Lamar Jackson before Lamar Jackson.
Mainly because he was the quarterback at Louisville before Lamar Jackson.
No, but they both.
That's
both
about
only
as
ran-
much as they have in common career
But
wise.
neither one of them knows how to throw. They both just run the ball.
Lamar can throw.
You know what we call that?
What?
Having no throw game.
That it's a good way of putting it. No,
Only run game.
the only comparison you can compare Teddy Bridgewater and Lamar Jackson is they both went to the University of Louisville. That's about all you can say about the two of them. And they were both first round picks. And they were both drafted by teams that were purple. That's it.
When it's bad weather, it's windy, it's slippery, you need to have that run game.
You do, yes.
You know who has no run game?
Who?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen runs the ball all the time.
No run game.
Yeah, very much has a run game. It's just borderline reckless.
So is Tom Brady playing this season?
No, Tom Brady retired.
Twice.
Yeah, then he retired for real. And then
Gotcha.
apparently he like decided to do his official retirement announcement by making like a vlog on just some beach in Florida. And someone figured out where it was and like scooped up some sand and tried to sell it.
What did you have for dinner last night?
Did I have just some food? I don't remember.
Do you cook?
Probably.
What'd you make?
Made some rice, maybe some beans. But tonight's the big ziti. We love Italian food on the show. We made chicken cutlets a couple weeks ago.
On the show?
Not on the
No.
show, no, but I did promote it on the show
Did
because
you
we
make it
made
with Tommy and Logan?
No, I made it by myself. I made it because I'm a fan of Tommy DeVito, the Giants quarterback.
Gotcha.
Dude, he's washed up. He's so bad.
He's not washed up. He's not. He can't be washed up. He's only played 5 games.
Do you want to see the cutest picture of Huck?
Sure.
Huck is our dog.
We love Huck on the show.
He just aspires to have a career in medicine.
He does. I know. We love doctors on the show. We're pro doctor on the show.
Love everything on this show.
We're not. No. We're anti a few things. We're anti University of Washington, obviously. We're anti Chicago Bears.
Are you pro Western and Eastern medicine?
I mean, Eastern medicine has its perks. If we've ever actually discussed politics on the show is when the state of Florida is doing political theater because they're mad the Seminoles didn't make the college football playoff, even though they won all their games. So then all of this like the governor and like the state house were like trying to like sue the playoff committee because they left the Seminoles out. Which again, like after yesterday's
but then the Seminoles got dicked. Then the Seminoles got dicked by Georgia.
Yeah, because they were down their entire team.
Rail down Raleigh.
They what?
They were down to all their team. Well, Eggs didn't have their starting quarterback. He got injured, and that's the reason why they didn't make the playoff, despite winning all their games. So they didn't have him, and then a bunch of the dudes left or transferred out instead of playing against Georgia. So they were not. It wasn't their whole actual team. The Florida State team we saw like week 1, if that team had stayed healthy and was all playing yesterday, that would have been a game. But no, that was not the case.
Interesting.
And again, I still.
Guys, we gotta end our Zoom.
We got 4 minutes and 36 seconds left.
Okay, I thought we only had 1
We
minute.
use all the time on the show. Plus, got a lot of editing to do, which is always fun. We love editing on the show.
Should we say goodbye now so that when we get cut out, we don't like?
Now we know how to end this show.
What?
I don't. Am I part of the week?
No.
I'm assuming. I thought you guys watched every episode. I thought Molly was like our #1 subscriber.
Use code STEP1 with Molly Wilson.
With Molly Wilson, step 1 with Freddie Wilson.
Question for you. What do you use to edit?
What do I use there? I use I use GarageBand for the Spotify, and I use iMovie for the video.
Wow, so you edit both.
I do, yeah. We're on
Why don't you just
Spotify
edit
now.
iMovie, and then
Because we need audio.
take the
We're on
audio off.
because that's really hard to do that. I think. I don't know. I'm not much of a
Step 1,
technology
Freddie
guy.
Wilson knows what's going on. Okay.
I'm not like again, like I know I like produce the show by myself every week, but like I actually don't know a whole lot about technology.
What if someone said, "Hey, yo, step 1," would you turn?
I mean, hell yeah. As someone spotted me in the crowd, sure. But again, like
When was the first time you were recognized?
So mean.
I don't know. I don't know. Apparently, like when my second episode didn't come out on time, I got a text from Felty saying that people were riding in the streets of Durham, North Carolina, which is where he was living at the time.
And you have no way to know that isn't what was happening.
I know Nadav Herstig says when he was on the show, when he was telling people, "Yo, I'm gonna be on this Step on Freddie Wilson," people were like, "No way."
It's a big deal.
It is a big deal. Like it's a huge deal to be on the show. Like, we get
career
big time
changer,
names,
they're
obviously.
We told our whole circles.
Cater to a wide audience on the show.
Yes.
It's mostly Mom's friends.
Oh my god.
Which of Mom's friends have watched this?
A lot of them. She told everyone, all of her like coworkers about it. And they tell people about it. So
Her flowers?
her flowers, her other coworkers. We know from our wide range. We know from our Spotify highlights that at least in one episode, our target demographic was male, 65 plus. I believe it was dad.
Wait,
Because it was
you
our
are-
own-
you're on
It was our
Spotify?
only viewer.
Wait, this is on Spotify?
Yes, sir.
Whoa,
All right,
that's
well,
so cool.
we're running out of time here, but I want to thank you both for coming on. This
Of
was a lot
course.
of
Thank
fun.
you for having us.
You're both welcome back whenever you want. Talk a little football, talk hockey, basketball, whatever you guys want. All right, that was the interview with my sister Molly. Now we're going to get to my interview. It is outdated, but we're going to do our divisional round preview with my friend Dylan Carr. Okay, we welcome on a very special guest to help us do our divisional round playoff preview. Dylan, how's it going?
It's going good, man.
All right, let's start the first game on Saturday. We got Texans Ravens. How are we feeling about that one?
Ravens are probably gonna crush them.
I don't know, man. Those Texans look pretty good.
I'm not seeing it, dude.
CJ Stroud's playing like he's been in the league for 10 years. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know. He's a rookie.
he's a rookie, but again, like, he goes up against a very good Browns defense. And yeah, I know the Texans defense helped him out a lot, but like, he still threw 3 touchdowns. Like, and that's a good defense he just beat.
Oh man, I feel like Lamar's just in his prime right now. He's probably gonna go out there and I'm gonna say Ravens win it 31-21.
But you don't think it's reminiscent of that 2019 Ravens team where everyone thought the Ravens were just going to coast to the Super Bowl and then the Titans
Nah,
beat them?
They're different this time.
It is different. It is a little different.
They just got too much experience.
Well, I think what people are saying is like, even though like statistically Lamar's not passing better, everyone on the Ravens says he is just because he's seeing the field better. So I think that will help because he's like looking more for his progressions. He's not just like Mark Andrews is out there somewhere because Mark Andrews is injured.
Yeah, I mean, he can run the ball too. Like he can just kind of do it all. I feel like if there's an MVP, it's him or McCaffrey. I feel like that guy's
not Purdy.
Texans. Brock Purdy's not the MVP.
Brock Purdy's not your MVP.
As a 49ers fan, I'll tell you he's not the MVP.
All right. If I have a score machine, I think it's gonna be closer. I think it's gonna be like a 3-point game, maybe a touchdown point game.
Really?
I would go like 31-28. I think the Texans are gonna give the Ravens a lot of trouble.
Is it cold in Baltimore?
Let's look at the weather actually. Weather, Baltimore, Maryland, because it is an outdoor stadium. On Saturday, it is supposed to be a high of 28 and windy. So it might be pretty cold, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Those Houston guys probably used to that hot weather.
And they play indoors as well.
Yeah, so I don't know. They might not be ready for the weather.
I really do think the Texans, I don't think they're going to win, but I think they're going to give them a run. Like, that's how I'm feeling. Because, again, I didn't think they were going to beat the Browns. I thought the Browns defense was going to destroy them.
Yeah, honestly, I said 31-21, but honestly, it's going to be like a garbage time touchdown from the Texans. That's my
probably.
prediction.
All right, now let's get to the reason why you're on here. Packers 49ers. Packers are winning this game. I don't care what you think. They are winning this game.
No, that's going to be an easy one for the Niners, I think.
They said we weren't going to beat the Cowboys. We did beat the Cowboys.
The Cowboys are susceptible to just losing.
The Cowboys were absolute frauds.
That was going to happen regardless.
Was it though? Like, the Cowboys were frauds, and Jordan Love is the man.
The Cowboys are probably just happy that it happened.
I don't know. I feel like
the Lions.
This is getting reminiscent of that 2010 Packers team, the one where like barely making it into the playoffs. We beat the Eagles. Then we go on the road. We play the #1 Falcons team that year. We beat them. Just saying, it could happen. Crazier things have happened.
I'm seeing I think McCaffrey's going for like 250 yards and
250 yards. All right. Start a bet over under 250 yards. You're taking the over on that one?
Yep.
All right.
262.
206. You think McCaffrey's going to run 262 yards? How many touchdowns?
And he'll get 3.
I don't know. The Packers defense wasn't that bad. I mean, yeah, Dallas got some garbage time TDs, but we weren't playing our dudes like in the fourth quarter. So like, I don't really count those. Like, yeah, they made it interesting. We still won by 16. Telling you, man.
Yeah, no, I mean the Cowboys were just getting garbage time points, but
got nothing to lose in this game. We had nothing to lose against the Cowboys.
The Packers are just gonna get smacked the whole time. Like,
I won't be shocked. Like, obviously, like, yes, the Niners are a much more like playoff ready team than we are, but again, we've got nothing to lose. No one
I mean,
expected much out of this.
and you got a game you might lose.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I still think this season is so much more successful than I could ever imagine. Considering how bad we were at the start of the season, like we went 2-5, couldn't score to save our lives. Look at us now.
Yeah, honestly, I am surprised they got this far, but
I mean, so am I.
fortunately, the 49ers are gonna have to put that to an end.
I don't know. Jordan Love is going to light him up. Just
Yeah,
keep
I'll be
saying.
honest. I mean, Jordan Love might actually be better than Purdy, but Purdy doesn't have to do much. So
He just hands off the ball. He doesn't do that. He does
I mean,
more, but like he really just like everyone around him makes him better. But yes, he's still a great player. Don't hate on Purdy that much. He's your quarterback.
I honestly don't think Purdy is that bad. I think he's actually decent, but he doesn't have to do a lot. He does what he needs to do most of the time. So
You're still the only one who signed a petition to give Brock Purdy the Medal of Honor. You're the only one who ever signed it. It was just me and you.
oh,
When I like
you
got
get that.
amped up
You
because we
get
beat
that
the
to like
Cowboys.
100K.
I have the petition in my Instagram bio. No one signed it because apparently most people don't think he deserves the Medal of Honor. I disagree. He absolutely does. Beat the Cowboys
Yeah, I
twice.
agree.
When Jordan Love beats the Cowboys 3 times, then I'll start switching it to Jordan Love. All right, next game. It's looking like it's gonna be Buccaneers Lions. That's what it's looking like. The game's not over, but like I think the Buccaneers are gonna beat the Eagles. So
Yeah,
the
I'm
Lions did
definitely
it.
taking the Lions.
You're taking the Lions. I kind of don't want to, but like, yeah, probably. But again, I didn't think I was ever going to see the day where the Lions won a playoff game, let alone host a playoff game. It's like one of those things like you just never really think is going to happen until it does.
Maybe. I don't know.
I didn't
This
think the
seems like
Cubs
a
were going to
good
win the
year
World
for the
Series, and they
Lions.
did. So
I feel like the Lions Niners seems like the likely matchup.
it's possible. But ooh, a Packers Lions matchup could be fun. Kind of want that. We go back. We go
Yeah,
back
I
to
just
Ford
don't
Field
see
and
it.
win.
Two NFC North teams.
It's
I feel
happened
like that would just
before.
never happen.
It's happened before. Packers, Bears, 2010.
The Bears.
Yeah, we beat. Yeah, when Jay Cutler was the one season Jay Cutler played well.
I feel like the NFC North is just kind of notorious for just losing to the Niners.
I mean, who else has
Sometimes.
lost to the Niners besides the Packers in the playoffs?
Cowboys.
Yeah, they're
I
not
guess they're not
NFC. They're
NFC
not
North.
NFC North.
I
Yeah,
don't
because
know. We
it's
kind
not
of
like the
dominate all
Bears ever
those
made the
teams.
playoffs. It's not like the Lions ever made it until this year. The Vikings never play them. Like it's only the Packers because we're the only team that makes the playoffs usually.
Except in the Lions now.
With the
Yeah, I
Lions
got
now, but
Lions against the
historically the
Bucks.
Lions haven't exactly been great at football. It's a good time to be a Michigan sports fan if you're a Wolverines fan and Lions fan. It's a good time. The boys in blue got their big win. The
That is
Lions are
true.
looking pretty good too. So, not a bad time if you're a Michigan fan. Everything you want is happening. All right, we got one more game. Chiefs Bills, which seems to be like an annual
Rematch?
playoff matchup. Like this. Did we get it last year? No, we didn't get it last year.
No, I don't think so.
But the previous 2 years we had it, and they were both awesome games. I mean,
What
it's
was the
in.
weather one besides the like overtime
There
13
was the
seconds?
one in 2021, the one where Stephon Diggs stood outside to watch the trophy ceremony as motivation, be like, "This could be me next year."
Oh, yeah.
Where you have
Was
that
the Bills
iconic
lost
photo of
both of
him just
them?
hands on hips, being like, "This could be me next year."
Dang.
Uh,
The Bills lost both of those?
the Bills lost that one, and then they lost the crazy one where all the
Yeah.
13 seconds was too much time for Patrick
They made a
Mahomes.
new rule for that game, I think.
Yeah, well, that did have to change. Which they absolutely should have. It shouldn't have been like that. I'm glad they changed it. They should just adopt college football overtime rules, which are far superior.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Like it's college football playoff. College football overtime is the best system. It's much quicker. It's much more fun.
Yeah, it definitely makes the most sense too.
And it's just like, yeah, you got to give both teams a chance. Like, you can't just like let them walk it off.
But yeah, I'm
But
gonna take the
you're gonna take the Bills.
honestly, I would take the Bills, but honestly, I'm gonna take the Chiefs.
I'm
I
taking
tell
the Bills
you,
this year. I'm taking the Bills. I mean, did you see how they played against Steelers? Like, they looked good.
yeah.
Like,
Like
I've
I
been
feel like
saying
the
on the
Chiefs
show
just
for
got their
weeks.
number.
Been
The
saying on the
Chiefs
show for weeks.
and
Like,
and I
the
mean,
Bills are not the team you want to play against.
are the Bills are home, right?
They're not home. It's in Kansas City, but
Oh, it's in Kansas
it's
City.
in Kansas City. Wait, is it actually?
Actually,
No,
no, I think
I'm
it's in
wrong. I'm wrong.
Buffalo, right?
I'm wrong. It's in Buffalo. I was wrong. My bad.
Mhm.
But it's in Buffalo. I feel like the Bills got it this year. Like, Josh Allen played great today. Again, it was against the Steelers without TJ Watt, but still, like, that 52-yard run was pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like the Bills are just cursed. They just
They're
can't beat them.
yeah, it's time to break the curse. The Bills have been cursed for years. You know, they had those 4 Super Bowls with no win. Like, then they didn't win anything for years, but like, this could be the year.
I'm gonna say Chiefs win.
It's gonna be close.
They're gonna win a wild one. They're gonna win 34-31, game-winning field goal.
Game winning field goal in overtime or in
No,
regulation.
regular time. They're gonna
Regular
win it.
time.
They're gonna come back in the fourth quarter and win it.
It's gonna be like you give Patrick Mahomes like a little bit too much time.
And there's probably gonna be some controversy,
Yeah, like some no call. Who knows? But
and it's gonna help the Chiefs.
yep.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
All right. How many shots of Taylor Swift are we gonna see during the game?
At
My
least
over
like
under
10.
is I'm gonna take the over under 5. I'm gonna take the over on 5.
Yeah, I'm taking the over on 5.
It was more last game because it was the Peacock exclusive. So they do the
Uh,
commercial. They do the commercial free fourth quarter. So they didn't know what to do.
so they just showed Taylor Swift.
Pretty much, yeah.
I
They
think
didn't know what else
Eminem
to
gets some
do.
screen time now.
I mean, they also like Jason Garrett and like Mike Tirico were really struggling to fill time during the commercial free fourth quarter because they had to keep talking during what would normally be a commercial break. So they had to fill in probably like 10 minutes worth of material because they couldn't just
Yeah,
like be saved by commercials. So they had to keep talking the entire time. There's only so much they could talk about. The game was a blowout.
so you got Packers, Lions,
We got
Bills,
Packers
and
lines, Bills. I'm
what's the
going
other team
Bills
you got?
Ravens. I want Bills Ravens. That's what I want to see.
All right, you'll get Bills, Ravens.
Yeah, but Packers Lions and then Packers are going to beat the Lions. Packers are in it to win it this year. I've changed my narrative completely on the Packers.
I don't know, man. I feel like the only NFC team that's competing with those AFC teams is the Niners, but we'll see.
Again, I just like Aaron Rodgers won his Super Bowl like his 3rd year starting. I mean, again, Jordan Love's in his 1st year, but very similar circumstances. Just saying.
Is Love a rookie?
Love is not a rookie. Love was our 2020 first round pick, you know, the one where I got really upset because we didn't draft a
Mhm.
receiver. We could have had your guy Brandon Ayuk. That was who we were supposed to take. That's who everyone thought we were going to take. We didn't. We took Jordan Love, and now I'm starting to realize perhaps that was a good idea. I
Looks
didn't
like
like it. I didn't like it at the time.
you guys got the best quarterbacks probably ever. You got Favre, you got
It's been a good
Rodgers.
run. It's been a good run.
Love looks pretty good.
Yeah, for some reason the Packers just really don't miss. Knock on wood, we don't miss on quarterbacks. I just don't think we know how to. We don't know how to like be bad in Green Bay. We might have like bad seasons, but we don't know how to like continually be bad. We're not the Bears. We're not the Lions until now, where we just like always suck and always will. Because the Bears are always going to suck. They will. That's just how it works. It's human
The
nature.
Bears are awful.
Oh no, this was like the best season they've had in years.
The
That was
Bears?
it's a pretty low bar, but yeah.
Didn't they go to the playoffs like a couple years ago and
They
they
went to the
lost?
playoffs in that 2018 season because Khalil Mack carried the team.
Yeah, they had Khalil Mack. That guy was going crazy.
Yeah, that was the last season they got a win against the Packers. But we beat them that first game.
Yeah, they suck.
Yeah, remember when Rodgers got injured and then comes back and throws 3 touchdowns to win the game?
And Roger, can't believe Rogers got hurt.
Yeah, Rodgers got hurt 4 plays into the season. Yeah.
Yeah, if only he would have played. I bet you
Hey,
the
he
Jets would
snubbed.
be playing
He
right
snubbed
now.
us of the Jets' first round pick because he had to play 60% of his snaps. So now we only get their second round pick. Sometimes
If you
Rodgers.
guys had like Devonte Adams, you might be like kind of close to the Niners, but
I don't know, man.
you guys just don't have anything.
What are you talking about? We have great receivers. Like we got Christian Watson, Jay Reed. We got dudes. They're just all guys you haven't heard of yet.
I don't,
Like
I don't think so. I mean, I feel
we
like
got
Rojo is like your
dudes.
best. He's like your best wide receiver, and he's probably gonna get locked up.
I mean, yeah, but we got dudes. Like that's the thing. Like the Packers just always draft receivers in the second round.
Who's your running back?
Aaron Jones, man.
Oh, that guy's old.
He's not
Yeah,
old.
that guy's probably gonna get eaten up.
How old is Aaron Jones? I'm curious. Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones he's 29. He's not 30 yet. He's
He's
still
actually younger
good.
than I thought, but
He's still good to go.
I don't know, man. That 49ers, they're just too good everywhere.
I
They got all
know,
the
but I feel
stars.
like it's gonna be a closer game than you would like to admit.
Oh, for that one, I'm gonna say like 49-3.
Okay, that's a
49.
bold prediction. I was more thinking along the lines of it's gonna be like 28-24.
Mm,
Actually, no, 28-23 because Anders Carlson's gonna miss a field goal or miss an extra point. It's gonna be 28-23. So we're gonna get 3 touchdowns and a field goal, and we're gonna miss an extra point along the way. Because that is what Anders Carlson always does. Every time.
I think this would be my 4th time watching the Niners eliminate them. Saw them eliminate them
4th time, yeah.
like 2014 or something like that.
There was the 2012, there was the 2013, yep. The Kaepernick back-to-back years, yep. Or not was it back-to-back? I don't remember. But yep. Kaepernick always had our number. Jimmy G always had our number. But this it's our first time playing Brock Purdy, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's probably excited. He gets to dot you guys up.
I mean, because we didn't play him last year. We haven't played him since that playoff game where the Niners didn't score a touchdown, and that's not true. They didn't score a touchdown on offense. They had the special
Yeah, they got
teams
on a punt.
touchdown.
Not even on a punt. It was on they blocked a punt.
Yeah, they blocked a punt. I watched the game. My roommate plays that clip sometimes to bother me. He sometimes just will blast that clip around the house just to bother me.
It's crazy because if that didn't happen, they actually probably would have lost.
Yeah, I know. We would have won that game if we just could have kicked a punt and not had it blocked. But again, it happens.
I think the Niners blocked a field goal.
No, we missed the field goal, or it got blocked. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
I think they blocked it to end the half or something.
Yeah, Packers special teams do not go hand in hand, and Anders Carlson is keeping that well. It's still that tradition, that great tradition of they'll come in handy when we need them, but he misses extra points every game. I know he's a rookie, but he is a liability. Like it's playoffs. You need special teams to be good in the playoffs. That's what makes a difference.
What's your best defensive player, the Packers?
I mean, Jair Alexander probably, but he's kind of banged up. Rashawn Gary's pretty good. Like, we got it's a good defense. It's not like
I don't know how you're gonna stop like Kittle, McCaffrey, Ayuk.
It's not the defense that won us the Super Bowl. It's not like Clay Matthews and Charles Woodson, but it's still like a good defense. Okay, I missed the Clay Matthews era, but all good things have to come to an end. It was Clay Matthews was my favorite. He was the first jersey I ever got. He was my favorite player.
That's a player. Yeah, I think I got Joe Montana first.
You got Joe Montana?
Yeah.
You weren't even alive when Joe Montana played.
Never seen that guy play. You got to get Legends jerseys though, because then they'll just leave if you buy like a regular person's jersey.
Well, that's why I still have my Rodgers jersey because it's gonna come in handy one day when we forget all this happened.
He's a Packers legend.
Yeah, and when we forget, about how he left us for the Jets and
Now you
he's
can
kind
have
of
a
a
Stafford
weirdo.
Lions jersey.
You hear about that bar in Detroit that wouldn't let people wear Stafford Lions jerseys to the bar?
That's so funny. I don't know why. I don't know why they don't
Because he
like
plays
that.
for the Rams.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still a legend
He
for the
never won him a
Lions.
playoff game. Jared Goff in one game has already won him more
Yeah, but
playoff
those of them
games.
they were awful.
They were never
They have
that
a
good
good
with him.
coach and an actual like good team.
They were never that good with Stafford. They would maybe shake some heads. There was
Yeah,
that
but
one
all
year
he
where he
had
had
was Calvin Johnson, and then he just had to hope for the best.
yeah, again, but it was just Stafford was never going to be the answer to getting Detroit a playoff win, and somehow Jared Goff is. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Jared Goff. It is surprising. Like Jared Goff is winning, but
I mean, he did make it to a Super Bowl, so you got to give Jared Goff some credit.
yeah, he
But
did.
it
Well,
is
he shouldn't have made
surprising.
it.
It is
Should have
surprising.
been a PI call, but yeah.
Should have been a PI call. I know. I remember watching that play very much, but it wasn't, and the Rams won. Good
He
for
did
the
go to a Super Bowl. That is true.
yeah. Then they were awful in the Super Bowl. They scored 3 points.
Did the Eagles lose yet?
It is as of right now. It is 25-9 with about 6 minutes left.
Yeah, they're done. That's crazy. I
Wait,
thought the
wait. They
Eagles
just
were
got a
honestly gonna
touch.
win.
They just got a touchdown. The Buccaneers. So it's gonna be 32-9
Oh yeah, it's
after the
over.
extra point. It's over.
What a
Okay,
collapse.
let's talk about this in real time. What a collapse for the Eagles.
Yeah, the Niners broke them.
The Niners broke. I still think it's because I've said it so many times. It's because once Big Dom was no longer on the sideline, he was their recipe to winning. Big Dom DeSandro, just having a guy named Big Dom on the sidelines. Once he was gone, they stopped winning. Just saying.
They just lost it.
He's
I thought
apparently
they
very
were
important
overrated.
in
I
the
didn't think they
Birds.
were this overrated, but
I thought they were a lock for the 1 seed. I thought that this was the team to beat, and clearly, it just they
just all
just
fell apart.
collapsed.
Kind of
I don't.
reminds me of the Cardinals. I think it was like 2021.
Yeah, but
They
what
were
were they
like
like?
8
The
0.
Packers broke them. Yeah,
Yeah, they ended up being like a wild card and then lost.
yeah. Then Rogers gave all of them COVID. Yeah, because that was the game before Rogers was diagnosed with COVID. Because I remember he won that Thursday night game. Because it was like a fluke interception that we got, and then 2 days later he has COVID. And everyone got mad because he's not vaccinated.
I think this would be the Niners.
By the way, we're a pro vaccination podcast. I should mention that.
Oh, I'm vaccinated, so
Good to know. Good to know. But we are a pro vaccination podcast. But yeah, no, I
be
just
the Niners like fourth NFC championship in 5 years.
you gotta win though. Again, you gotta beat Jordan Love, man. Just saying.
They do, but that's pretty wild. You know, win a Super Bowl though.
Yeah, when was your last Super Bowl? Before
Right,
we were born. Before we were born. Was it
19 something.
okay, we're Googling it. Last 49ers Super Bowl. Your last last one was 95.
95. That's wild.
I thought the Cowboys won 95. I don't know. Yeah, it was that they won 95. So it's been a minute. Been a few years. About 30 years.
It's all led up to this. They'll win it this time, 2024.
I mean, it would be a good story.
But
All right.
probably not going to be easy.
Not going to
Right.
be easy. You have to go for the Packers. You're probably going to have to go for the Lions. You're going to go for the NFC North to get there.
I don't think the NFC has a lot for the Niners, to be honest. I feel like the Lions are the only competitive team.
I mean, the Eagles were supposed to be the competitive team, but now they're clearly not.
They're gone, so.
But hey, what about this Buccaneers team? They could get the Lions a run for their money.
The Niners beat them in the season. I don't know. I don't
You
really
beat you
think
beat
they're gonna
all
be
the
that
good
bad
teams in the
anymore.
season. You're three. How many games you lose? 3, 4. You lost to the Browns. You lost to some good team. You lost to some teams.
Yeah, they lost to the Browns, the Vikings,
Yeah, you had the 3 in a row. Like,
Bengals. Yeah, and then they lost to the Ravens. They also technically lost to the Rams, but it was like a backup game.
yeah, but so I mean, you lost to the Ravens. That's a good team. The Browns was a fluke. And Bengals were a fluke. So you only have like one like actual loss where like you just strip lost. All the other ones you just had a bad player too. But I'm telling you, the Buccaneers, the way they're looking, I'm feeling it. They might give the Lions trouble. That actually was my dark horse team. Like 2 weeks ago on the show, I said, watch out for the Buccaneers. They got nothing to lose. They're going to have a home game and they could win. And looks like they will.
I honestly did not think an A or what is it, NFC South team was gonna win a game, but
They
they
got
are going
nothing.
to win the
They
playoff
have
game.
nothing to lose. Like, because
But I
again,
don't know,
like
Baker
the only
Mayfield. I feel like the Lions are winning that.
I don't know. The Buccaneers beat the Packers. We lost to Baker. Ugh, it's a hard one to swallow. We lost some. We did lose some doozies throughout the season. Lost to the Giants somehow. We lost to Tommy DeVito. I know
It
that
is
because I
wild
was
that the Packers are in their position, but
I was there when we lost to Tommy DeVito. I went to MetLife.
yes, you lost to the Giants.
We lost to Tommy DeVito and the
That's pretty
Giants.
bad.
I know. I was standing there in the freezing cold watching my team like not win.
It's bad.
Yeah, also
I go to
MetLife, not that great. Like very average stadium. I've only been to Lambeau, so I mean it's not that great of a comparison, but not that great of a stadium. It's just like very generic.
Isn't it a big stadium though? I think it's
Oh,
one of
it's
the bigger
huge, yeah,
stadiums.
but it's just really not like anything special. It's just like a stadium in a parking lot in New Jersey. That's really what it is. There's like nothing quite unique about it. There's no cool stuff. It's not
Sure.
like it's not like, Jacksonville where they have a pool.
Yeah,
I
the
mean that is pretty huge
Giants
though.
just kind of suck.
The
Like,
Giants and Jets always suck. That's how New
yeah,
York's football works. You're
it's
not
kind
meant
of
to be
crazy.
good.
What's even the best New York team, even like recently?
Historically, the Yankees
Well, like right now,
right now,
like in any sport.
maybe the Rangers, maybe. Guess
Oh, I don't know
you're
about
not a
hockey.
hockey guy, yeah. I would say if you had to pick one right now, maybe the Rangers, maybe the Island. I think you got to go hockey because like the Knicks are not that great, the Nets aren't that great. Jets and Giants both suck. I think it goes. Your best bet of winning anything is the Rangers or the Islanders.
It's very
And
sad.
do you even count the Islanders? They're in Long Island. Do you even count that as New York?
Islander. Oh, is that why they're called the Islanders?
Yeah, that is why they're called the Islanders
I guess
because
that
they
makes
play in
sense.
Long Island.
The
They they
Rangers.
they tried to bring him into Brooklyn for a couple years, but it sucks playing hockey at Barclays Center. So now we're back in Long Island.
Texas is also kind of up right now.
Who is?
And they just won the World Series, and now they got the Texans.
Yeah,
I mean, Dallas lost, but that's expected. So
yeah, but again, Houston and Dallas are like nowhere near each other, so like it balances out because the Rangers are Dallas. Remember, you have the Astros in Houston, so like they lost.
yeah, and the
Yeah,
Astros, they just
the
got it
Astros.
all in Texas right
You
now.
mean the Houston Cheaters?
Yeah.
Still not over it.
Padres. By the
Never
way,
forget.
Padres 2024 champs.
You're calling it. You're
Yeah.
calling it right here on the show.
Yeah,
All right.
Padres are gonna win the World Series.
If they win, I will clip this in saying you called it on
Yep.
January 15th, 2024. Dylan Carr said the Padres won the World Series.
And then it's gonna be on ESPN. I called it.
Okay, I will duly noted. I will put a note here
Got
saying that you called it.
got Tatis, Chado. We don't have Soto, but they got a pitcher from Korea. We're set.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, the Red Sox all the way,
The
man.
Red Sox.
I'm not
Honestly, I
calling.
didn't know
I'm
the
not
Red
calling it
Sox
on the
have
show,
anyone.
but yeah, we're not gonna win too many games this year. Probably we're gonna suck.
The Red Sox missed the playoffs, right?
Yeah, we
They
missed the
did.
playoffs the last 2 years.
You know who else missed the playoffs? The Yankees.
Yeah, I know. Plus, God bless. But again, let's keep the Red Sox back to where they should be. Let's get them back into winning games.
Yeah, I don't remember what the other team was, but I think the top 3 payrolls in the MLB all missed.
Yeah, because
I know the
the Red
Padres
Sox
and the
just don't know how to
Yankees.
spend money anymore. We used to just spend money on like actual good stuff, and now we're just like not spending money. We just like
Uh,
we have Mookie Betts. Let's
bogus
not
from
pay
you.
him. He was the best player in the league. He's still like a top 5 player in the league.
You still have Devers?
I don't remember, to be honest. I can't say I follow the Red Sox unless they're good.
Red
Right now, they're not
Sox.
very good. So, haven't paid attention. I only pay attention to like Bruins, Red Sox when they're relevant and into playoffs. I went all in on the Bruins last year to the playoffs. What a mistake that was. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show. It was great seeing you, man. We'll play some Madden later.
Yep.
Where he'll inevitably beat me.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Dylan.
All right. Have a good one.
That's our show for this week. Thank you for watching. Again, sorry for the delay. Sometimes you can't control what Mother Nature does, but we will be back this Thursday, normal time. We got a great show coming up, so you definitely want to look forward to that. All right, Big Fred, over and out.